When I started in 2016 as the new group CEO, this company was at the start of its transformation journey from this family-owned small sugar estate to becoming a leader in the real estate industry. I did not want to have an ad hoc vision of the development. When you have such a large-scale landowner in such a strategic part of such a tiny island, you have a responsibility toward the future generation to make sure that whatever you are doing is sustainable in the long term. So I really wanted to have the best people in the world to come and do us the best master plan that is not just looking at today, but also at tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. And this is where I thought of doing an international RFP, and you won that first tender. And it's been an exciting journey, nearly 8 years now. We've been working, on so many projects together.
It has been an exciting journey, and I think the most amazing is the scale of the project. I mean, the smart city, the first phase that we've designed and got the approval for together, I mean, that's over 450 hectares. It's a big piece of the island. Which project components or concepts did we develop together that you felt actually is a market differentiator, or really was something to be proud of?
Perhaps on the first bigger level, more strategic level, is to make Mont Choisy the most prestigious address in Grand Bay. And we are fast becoming the new Grand Bay. And that's the first promise, let's say, or USP that the master plan has delivered. The second project that you guys worked on after the master plan of the smart city was Mont Choisy La Reseve, which is a large 218 units, apartments, villas, penthouses, to differentiate with what was done before in terms of quality, in terms of the way the development has been designed. Because on this one, you were not only master planner, you were also doing concept design and architecture, together with Macbeth, who is our local architect. The beauty is that we've just handed over the first phase, which is phase 3. This has been a huge wow. And this project has delivered that promise of quality, of international level, of really unique concept design. I think the third is the landscaping concept. You at WATG, you were very sensitive to our local fauna, and you made sure that you were, taking that into consideration. The other thing that I would like to highlight, and that's really unique, it's not been built yet, it's going to be built now, is the freshwater lagoon. It was a unique concept which had a lot of difficulty to be accepted by my board, by my team, by the local consultants. We dealt with frogs, with mosquitoes and whatnot.
I remember
and
that.
Finally been retained as, and it will be the first freshwater lagoon project in Mauritius. So these are quite, unique proposals and designs that we got from WATG. The other perhaps unique USP was the boulevard and the parkway.
Of course, mustn't forget the
which links Grand Bay to Triolet, and which really brings not only the lifestyle promise, but also the inclusiveness promise of our residents with our local community. That is really a concept that is new, brought by WATG to Mauritius, and hopefully it will set the right example for other developers.
How effective do you think our collaboration, has been?
Firstly, you guys were extremely professional. You were always dedicated. When we had fortnightly meetings, you had very well-structured presentation. You were extremely reliable in terms of meeting deadlines, because most of the work was done remotely. Even before COVID, this whole thing was designed remotely.
Very true.
The other thing I would like to say, I found that you listened to the client, and you were very sensitive to what we were trying to achieve. You were not trying to impose your vision on the client, which I think sometimes consultants fail to appreciate, that at the end of the day, it's a client's project. So I think globally it was the professionalism, the reliability, the dependability, and also the fact that you listened to the client and you respected the client.
Jyoti, your Mon Choisy group, offers the brand once in a lifestyle, which resonates with WATG as hospitality consultants. Where do you think, being global hospitality designers, what kind of added value did we bring to the project, given the hospitality dimension to what you were hoping to offer through your products to the future buyers?
I think firstly, even the residential Mont Choisy La Reseve project, you see, because we are in Grand Bay and Mont Choisy and in the north of the island, it has to be very resort style. And I think the design and the master plan has delivered on that. There's also the leisure and wellness center that might seem like a small component in the project, and yet we decided to be very ambitious, and we asked WATG to again do the master plan, and with the local architect Macbeth. It's a piece of jewel. I had one of my homeowners saying, "This is so beautiful, such a valuable facility that we have created for our residents." And then there is the beachfront project that's not been built yet, but that will be, the waterfront. That will change completely the face of Mont Choisy.
And I think that's perhaps, again, a legacy is that the master plan that we conceived together has that roadmap to be delivered over time. Flexible, so it can change to the market.
Yes.
But I know we did a lot of work with stormwater management. We did a lot of work about landscape restoration. So we are creating environments for the future generations. But it's kind of a planned community that allows for, phased delivery. But Jyoti, thank you very much.
My greatest pleasure, our greatest pleasure. Our team has really appreciated working with WATG. I am convinced that we have built a track record together to have a long-term relationship going forward.